Welcome back. We're talking about the threat of your identity being stolen, especially for those younger college age group kids. So if there's parents at home watching who maybe have those kids in college, or maybe even the high schoolers who are thinking about it, how are some of the ways that they can talk to them about this? Because it's a real threat out there.
It is a real threat. So education. Let's do our research. Think about where you're shopping, where your information is going. I think the first thing that parents need to do when they talk to their kids is explain what personal information is and how it can be a detriment. So name, address, phone number, credit card information, of course, your social security number, a driver's license number. That cute picture of you with your driver's license because you're excited can be blown up, and an awful lot of information is on that. And then start educating those, the children or anybody in your life about scams. Watch the stories, tell them the stories. If we don't educate them, they don't know, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't completely go ghost off the web. I mean, so are you constantly trying to, is there somewhere you go and like check and go, hey, am I getting hacked here, or what, why do you?
So here's an interesting way to think about it. We have these do not call lists, we have these opt-out options, but scammers are criminals. So they're not going to follow the law anyway. It's just to be vigilant and make sure that what you're doing is appropriate, and you're using good websites, and you're using secure website Wi-Fi connections. That's the biggest one. Right?
So like if I'm out and about on my 3G or 4G, don't start buying stuff?
Now, data is a whole nother thing. It's the Wi-Fi, it's the public Wi-Fi that's the issue. Your data plans are usually pretty secure, but it's that you're in the coffee shop, you're busy, you're waiting in line, and you hop on a website and buy something. We would encourage you to put it in your shopping cart, go home, think about it for a minute, make sure you need it, but then do that, make that payment over your own private Wi-Fi connection.
Or checking your bank account. I've heard that too. You know, people who check their bank account to make sure, hey, should I offer to buy me and my friend coffee today? Do I have enough in my account? Check that before you go out the door.
So what do you say about like those apps now where you can like go to Starbucks and just pay with your phone? Yay or nay?
Protect yourself. I'd be careful how I would say that, for sure. But just be aware. Remember that our phones are computers. Protect them the same way you would your own personal computer.
Yeah.
A couple of other things that we can tell kids. Remember that people watch over your shoulder. So when you're online, watch what you're doing, because somebody could be looking. And a lot of high school kids are looking at scholarships right now, and there's a whole lot of scams out there about scholarships. So really ensure that the websites you're going to are good, solid websites. If they ask you to pay money to get money, that's usually one of your biggest red flags.
Yeah. And if people need help, I'm sure that they can always look for scams and other information with you guys.
Absolutely. You can always check with the BBB. Our website's www.bbb.org. Great place to start some research there. And they can always call us as well, and we're happy to walk them through.
So like, yeah, if I get a phone call like you talked about with a scholarship, or hey, you owe on this funding that you talked about earlier, then I just call you and you can go, you'll
give
dig
us a
into
call.
that?
We'll dig into it, take a look at it, and give you some information.
That's awesome. Thanks, Heather. Good stuff. All right, stick around. We come back. Larson's going to eat her breakfast right after this.